Hey guys, Sunil here, and in this video, we'll be going over the custom data enrichment workflows that you can use inside your outreach so that you can drive better response rates, get better leads, and get more book calls on your calendar and drive more revenue through closing more deals. With that being said, let's get started with the first workflow that is outlined in the document. I'll be covering all the workflows that have been outlined in the document that I've shared with you, right? You have access to the links of the clay table as well. So you can take that and, check it out as well. So yeah, with that being said, let's get started right away. So the first one is the custom ICP enrichment workflow. In this workflow, what we're doing is we are using the data that we have from the company domain and the LinkedIn company profile to basically find out the ideal client profile of the company, right? So for each specific company, it comes up with a specific ICP, right? It finds out who their ideal client profile is. So, for instance, 360 of Me has mentioned that it helps for mobility companies like automotive OEM companies and so on, and healthcare companies, as well as informed consent for an industry. They help all these industries, but they have specifically mentioned mobility and healthcare. So what Clayagent has done is it has scraped that data and put it inside the output, right? So automotive OEMs, TL companies, fleet companies, healthcare companies, organizations, and any organizations in any industry that want to drive their business forward with informed consent and verified identities. So it produces that output, right? You can use this in your cold emails and any sort of outreach that you do. Now, as you can see, this is for aclaritywater.com. So let's take a look at A-Clarity Water. They destroy PFAS forever. So based on the data on the website, you can see that it's applied in landfills, industrial areas, let's see what it means. Okay, basically industrial sites, wastewater, drinking water, aviation. So with that being said, let's take a look at what Clayagent has found. So landfill operators, waste treatment facilities, industrial facilities in sectors like laundry, pulp, and paper, and automotive and municipal and industrial wastewater treatment plants. This is pretty accurate. So yeah, it produces up to 3 outputs, by the way. So yeah, keep that in mind as well. 3 ICPs there. So that's good. Let's take a look at A-Celsius. A-Celsius helps customers like machine learning and AI and machine learning companies, financial firms, academic and research companies, telecom, enterprise, and co-location companies. So what Clayagent has found is AI and machine learning companies, financial services firms, and academic and research institutions. Are academic and research institutions real? Yes, it is. So boom. That's workflow 1. Now let's go to the next one, which is custom use case creation. Now, what this does is it produces a custom use case based on the domain, company domain basically, and it pretty much gives you the company summary, right? Basically, the reason why we are emailing them, that's the company summary there, and then the actual use case. So, for example, what's the area? Okay, so put this, and then boom. Okay, the formula is fixed now. And now it's fixed, no more errors. So it uses the domain information, right? We find the domain using Clearblit and Google, and we produce the output, right? So it finds one domain. Basically, it collects one input, and then it produces the company summary and use case as well based on that website or domain, pretty much. Now, with that being said, let's see what the outputs are. Thought I'd email you because since I came across your website and saw that Second Nature, provides a fully managed resident benefits package to property managers with services that create a triple win by improving. Okay, let's see. Is that real? Do they actually help property managers? Yeah, they do have the residents benefit package. They help property managers, residents, and investors and owners as well. So, boom, this is correct. So, yep, we have a tool that can help you acquire more qualified. So, yeah, this is correct. By the way, the use case creation is based on the information on your company website as well. I've used upeconomicdataconsulting.com as the placeholder here. You can change it to whatever you want, and it pretty much produces the output based on that. So that's custom use case creation, right? So this is the funding workflow, funding data enrichment workflow. What this does is it uses multiple providers such as Intelligence, PitchBook, and then Owler and Harmonic to pretty much fetch the funding data, right? What is the funding stage exactly, right? And how much they raised. So, for example, seed round, Series A round, secondary private round, Series A again, early stage VC, and so on. And it produces the exact funding amount based on data it finds, right? For some companies, you may not be able to find it, so keep that in mind as well. And then it produces that funding amount in the form of a dollar value here. Formats it into a dollar value, right? In this column. That's what this formula is for. So that's the funding data enrichment workflow. So the next one is the SaaS pricing plan enrichment. So what this does, it goes into SaaS companies' websites, and then it finds the pricing section, and then it finds out the mid-tier expensive plan, right? Finds the medium price plan, and then it produces the response from that. And it produces the exact name of the plan and then what the price of the plan is in this format. So Pro plan at $94 per month, Pro at $800 per month, Pro at $25 per month, $166 per month, 12 Business Plus at $12.5 per active user per month, $15 per user per month. So it produces all that data for you. This is the SaaS pricing plan enrichment. So this is the tame growth rate data enrichment workflow, right? What this workflow does is it goes into LinkedIn, it goes into the LinkedIn company profile, and then it finds out the company headcount growth, right? What was the employee count 6 months ago, and what's the employee count now, and then it figures out an estimated percentage based on that. This is not entirely accurate, but yeah, this is way more accurate, right? Now, if you want, let's say, employee count 1 month ago, what you do is edit column, and the highest accuracy is from the company LinkedIn URL, lower accuracy is company domain. And then you go to edit columns, and then you can select percentage employee growth over last 1 month, percent employee growth over last 3 months, percent employee growth over last 9 months. So 1, 3, 6, 9, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. So it's up to 60 months worth of data. So yeah, you can, play around with that and switch it out if you want. So with that being said, that's the team growth data enrichment workflow. For this, you need the company LinkedIn URL, that is the company LinkedIn profile URL, and then the company domain as well. Right? Have two of them in place so that you can get the best quality data possible. So this is the e-commerce pricing and product category enrichment workflow. What this does is it uses the company domain as the input to figure out the product pricing, that is the pricing of the different products that are being offered on the store, and then the categories of each product. So Adidas, Samba, Nike, Asics, Superblast, this is variant 1 and this is variant 2. This produces a much more lengthier response, and this produces a very concise general category response. You can use whatever you want. The product pricing response is, I've been exploring your product offerings and noticed that your Adidas Samba OG line includes stylish options, several stylish options. The white white black gum colorway is priced at $78. The collegiate green gum is at $99. WMNS maroon version is $174. These classic Samba sneakers seem to offer a great balance of style and affordability. This is the personalization. Of course, you can fine-tune it according to what you want. And yeah, this can be used to reduce a lot of relevancy in your cold email. And, you can drive better response rate with this. So that's how I would go ahead and do this. Of course, this is all open to fine-tuning. You can fine-tune it according to the exact copy that you're using and things like that. Let me know if you need some help with that. Post it in the community and I'll help you out. With that being said, let's move to the next one. So this is the website traffic data enrichment workflow. What this does is it uses SEMrush to find out how much traffic is going into a particular website. You use the company domain as the base input for this, and you can find out the total visits from this column. And the formatted visits, what it does is it takes the total visits and formats it neatly into comma-separated values, basically a comma-separated number, right? So it's easily readable. You can also find out other metrics by clicking on the traffic found cell, and then you can find out more data on visits, paid visits, direct visits, search visits, social visits, all this stuff, organic, things like that. And then you can go for desktop hits, shares, users, bounce rate, traffic rank, categories, device type, total users, total visits, total traffic rank, all that good stuff you can find out here. Average pages per visit, average time on site. You can find out all of this through the data from SEMrush, from this integration that is inside Clay. And you can add them as a separate column inside your workflow. So for example, let's say I want paid visits. The number of paid visits, I can add it as a column. There you go. And then I can create another column next to it, a formula, format, and to a proper comma-separated number. There you go. Output is correct. Same value. There we go. That's how the website traffic data enrichment workflow works. So this is the colleagues-based enrichment workflow. What this workflow allows you to do is find colleagues or people who work in the same or similar departments as the lead, right? So if the lead is a software engineer, it finds out colleagues who are working in the same department, or if the lead is the head of IT, then it finds out people who are working in the similar departments, right? For example, Edgar S. is the head of IT at Notion. And what ClayGen does is it finds out who is most likely to work with that particular lead, that is, work with Edgar S. And it figures out the name. It finds out the name of that particular employee, and it produces that as the output. So as the head of IT, it's likely that Edgar S. works closely with the IT and engineering teams at Notion. One of Edgar S.'s colleagues that is mentioned on the LinkedIn page is Akira Kurosawa, who is listed as a software engineer at Notion. It produces the reasoning here, so you can use that data as well to further understand how the workflow actually works. With that being said, I hope this entire workflow video was useful. Of course, I am fine-tuning these workflows every single day, so you may see updated versions coming out pretty soon in the community. Of course, if you want a particular workflow for your company, let me know. And for your particular use case, let me know, and I'll build that out for you. And I shall, put it in the community, or I can send it to you for direct access. So with that being said, have a good one.